So we remain in the 56 bantamweight division. 7 bouts in the book, 4 more to come here on the opening day of Kельце 2021. And the next contest will be between boxers from Hungary and Kazakhstan.
Ladies and gentlemen, ring A, bout 8, red corner representing Hungary, Szaraz Gergo.
And there is the Hungarian representative.
Blue corner,
Gergo
representing
Saraz,
Kazakhstan, Sабыр Ерболат.
17 years of age from Budapest. His opponent, Ерболат Сабыр of Kazakhstan. 19 years of age.
Judge assignment.
Birthday.
Judge 1, Croatia.
January.
Judge 2, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Judge 3, India. Judge 4, United States of America. Judge 5, Singapore. Referee, Argentina, Villarino Manuel.
So we've got judges from Croatia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, India, United States of America, and Singapore, who will score this one. 10-point must system in effect. And here it is, Gergo Saraz, the Hungarian representative, operating out of the red corner. Szaraz, former kickboxer, who only switched to the noble art back in 2019, but he's enjoyed some success, coming away with a multi-nations gold in Budapest in Hungary at the István Enekes Youth Memorial Tournament. And last year, Manuel Villarino of Argentina just checks the equipment. Last year he was the national champion of Hungary at 56 kilograms. So a seamless transition from kickboxing to the noble art.
Round 1.
And we're underway then. Boxer wearing blue, operating out of the southpaw stance, is Kazakhstan's Yerbolat Sабыр, 19 years of age, from the Pavlodar region. Second place in the National Youth Championships in Kazakhstan last year, coming away with a silver medal. But he was also a 5th place finisher in the Senior Championships, which gives you an idea as to this man's quality. Well known on the international stage. Has got Kazakh national titles under his belt, coming away with a Junior Championship in 2018. And a schoolboy championship 2 years before that. So continuing to progress through the age system. Here he is competing in the tournament for boxers aged between 17 and 19 against the taller opponent. This battle of southpaws, who will be able to establish the range and rhythm most quickly. Well, the longer reach of Szaraz. Despite the longer reach, it's Sабыр who's beaten him to the punch repeatedly in this opening round. So he's reaching around with that backhand left, and that's going to present an opportunity for a boxer who remains in the pocket to shoot straights while that is winding its way around to the target. And Sабыр, you get the impression, just having had a look for the first minute and a half or so, and he's going to fancy this. Have been processing everything that's presented to him. Good left hand landed by Szaraz. Was far straighter than the arcing left hand he was trying to land over the top. But Sабыр just looking to quicken his feet, gets into range with a southpaw right. Oh, that's a nice right uppercut turned underneath out of the southpaw stance by Szaraz. Bustling away with punches to the body is Sабыр. Nice backhand, and the same shot once again landed by Sабыр. Saraz taking the long route around the boxing ring. Looking to cut him off and not just follow him around is Sабыр. Well, standing count because of the increased pressure and increased success that Sабыр has been able to exert during the final 2 minutes of this opening round. Saraz invariably on the back foot. He's caught by a glancing right hand once again. He comes back with a southpaw left of his own. But far more success in that opening 3 minutes in favor of Yerbolat Sабыр. This man given a standing count, but of course, as we referred to in a previous contest, in AIBA boxing, Olympic style boxing, being put on the floor or a 10-8 round won't necessarily translate to a 10-8 round. The scores as a knockdown would in the professional code. As we take a look at some of the action from the first round. Sабыр very efficient with his movements, forcing Saraz to operate on the perimeter of the
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
So into the second round then. And Sабыр looking to establish that lead left jab once again. Even that lead right jab out of the southpaw stance once again. Saraz up on his toes, but he's not really committing on that lead right hand despite having the longer reach. So more often than not, it's falling short. Did score with a right hand underneath, but was countered immediately by Sabır, who again is content to remain in the pocket as he digs away with the left hand. Nice movement of the head from Sabır, just swaying to his right to cause the shot to go over his shoulder from Saraz. Well, an arm bar applied and then shots over the top from Sabır. Saraz not really looking to engage in this second round. Can see that he's trying to box on the back foot, but he's not really finding the range with his attempted lead right hand. And Sabır hasn't really closed the distance in sustained fashion. I suggested he was cutting him off in the opening round. Here in the second round, it's following him around the boxing ring, rather than cutting off the avenue of escape for the boxer in red. So a minute to go. Sabır looking for that southpaw left over the top. Saraz on his back, skimming the ropes once again, and there's nowhere to go once you're on the strands. And Sabır recognized that and helped himself to an eye-catching single to the body. Feather light right jab landed to the head and then to the body by Saraz. At least finding the range with that punch now. Left hand over the top was long, glancing left hook out of the southpaw stance was the final shot from Sabır. Sabır now dropping his hands almost contemptuously, just trying to dispirit the man in red. Walking forward with seemingly no regard for what's coming back, but he's shown that he's got good reflexes to dodge out of the way of the punches. But Saraz not really able to get himself into this round. Oh, that's a beautiful right hand to the body, and then a right hand to the head, followed by a left cross. So Sabır just closing the second round with some quality work, both upstairs and downstairs. Well, you could have stopped the tape and picked a replay point from any portion of the 3-minute round, and this was what you would have seen. Saraz on the back foot, trying to keep his man on the end of straight punches, but not having any sustained success in finding the range. Sабыр was following him around the ring for a good portion of that round, but then in the closing stages of the second, he produced some real quality, highlighted by a cracking single shot to the body, which he turned underneath.
Seconds out, please. Round 3.
So the gong in use here on round 8 gets the third and final round underway. A little bit of confusion, which is not uncommon in two-ring arenas. We are separated by a very neat sponsorship board, but still sound traveling through that, of course. And when the sound from ring B percolated over to our side of the arena, there's an earlier coach from Colombia who climbed up on the ring apron ready to administer his charge. The referee applying common sense and just saying, listen, no disqualification, no infringement. That's from the other round. That's from the other ring. Our action's still continuing. Again, hands down by the thighs for Sабыр. I mentioned the fact that Saraz switching from kickboxing as recently as 2019. Kazakhstan, such a strong tradition in Olympic-style boxing, both during Soviet times and indeed since becoming an independent nation. How much success they've enjoyed on the continental stage at Asian championships, the global stage at world championships, and the Olympic stage. Practically turned the welterweight title into their own personal property. Some of the great boxers who have represented the teal blue nation and the flying eagle over the sun over the years. And again, at this level, where boxers are still learning, there can be such a difference between talent and development. And if you've been in this sport since you were a toddler practically, as so many as the boxers from Kazakhstan are, it's such a strong tradition. So Saraz switching to kickboxing in 2019. Sабыр has been boxing since 2013, and he's only 19 years of age. So that is a lot more repetition, a lot more comfortability, a lot more muscle memory that has been absorbed and learned and ingrained in the boxer in blue. Good right hand over the top, landed by Saraz. But assuming that Saraz isn't too badly dispirited from this, biggest performance, oh, good left hand landed, and it brings about a standing count. But again, assuming he's not too dispirited, this is a terrific learning experience for Gergo Saraz. 10-second clapper will mean that he will end the contest on his feet rather than being stopped inside the distance. Oh, well, the action just threatening to continue after the bell. But a very good display indeed, a controlled display from Yerbolat Sабыр, which will undoubtedly see him through to the round of 16 in the men's 56-kilogram bantamweight division. There was a success for Saraz during the course of that third round. But overall, and indeed across the entirety of the contest, when you consider that, now it's scored round by round, but it was Yerbolat Sабыр who was in control.
Winner by unanimous decision is blue corner.
So there's confirmation.
Sабыр Yerbolat, Kazakhstan.
Yerbolat Sабыр, a unanimous points decision victor